Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today I went car booting this morning. I must admit I don't think I've actually been this year. What with everything that's been going on, there's not been any car boots local to me. Not ones I've noticed anyway. Anyway, I spotted one in like the town over from me, not many miles away. And I thought I'd go and have a quick look this morning. Nothing vintage there or anything, apart from I got myself a rather nice wicker cat carrier for £4. But this isn't a cat channel, so we don't need to go into that. But what I did pick up is a couple of these. Basically small LCD monitors. I got two of them. I got from the same seller as well. I got that one. And this isn't quite as a fancy one, but I got that one as well. Get you down so you can have a bit of a better look at these. I'll zoom you in a little bit. Now these are really handy for, if you're into messing with old consoles, old computers. Finding a screen that's got a suitable input now. I mean, modern tellies, they don't really have like much in the way of legacy inputs on them anymore. I remember a few years ago, well, when these were made, everything had legacy inputs on it. And these cost me £1 each. I saw them on the stall, and that one had a £1 sticker on it. I said, are they £1 each? And she said, oh yeah, they're £1 each. I said, do you know whether they work or not? She was very honest. She said she didn't know whether this one worked. She told me that the Toshiba one here, apparently works absolutely fine, apart from the built-in DVD player doesn't work on it anymore. Apparently that was in one of the children's bedrooms and the DVDs stopped working on it and they just bought them a new one. I'm not bothered about the DVD player on it. I'm just wondering, basically, do they both work? Like I said, they were £1 each. And are they going to be any good for like vintage computers, vintage consoles? So we'll have a look. Shall we start with the Technica one, which they didn't know whether it worked or not, and then we'll get on to the Toshiba one. You can definitely tell the difference as well. There is significantly more weight in that Toshiba one than there is in the Technica one. I'll just put that down there for now. Let's drag this the Technica one out. I mean, this really is a slightly better size. Neither of them have stands, so you'd either have to wall mount them or come up. In fact, I think I've actually probably got some stands that would fit. I know I've got stands that will use the VESA mounts, but I think I've got a couple of old stands off some monitors that I scrapped that will fit them mounts there. In fact, some Technica ones. But input-wise, this is why I snap these up. And we'll look on the side here. So hopefully you can see that. Essentially, we've got a HDMI input, we've got a VJ input, we've got a standard SCART, so that'll give us our RGB and composite. We've got an S-video input. We've got component input and then some audio inputs down at the bottom. So, it's really well stocked S-video. If we've got an old C64, you can get a nice S-video signal out of it. Obviously the VGA is useful. HDMI not so, unless I'm perhaps playing with a PlayStation 3 or something like that. But obviously, like our SCART, we've got our composite and our RGB on the SCART there. Thought we'd I'll get an IEC lead. I think I've got an IEC lead kicking around here somewhere, and we can give it a try. See if it'll power up. And if it'll power up, we'll throw a signal from something vintage up it, and we'll see what it looks like. Let's get some juice first. So this is the one that she said she didn't know whether it worked or not. We'll plug some power into it. Unfortunately as well, no remote controls, but again, not a major issue. You could either get her a universal, or generally speaking, don't bother that much. Power. Let's see if it's going to power up. Well, it's powered up. SCART. How do we change the... oh, there we go. TV AV. And then we can move up and down, can we? Is it the channel selects? Yeah. So that's not bad at all, actually. Yeah, we've got HDMI, SCART, component, SVID, VGA, PC, with TV analog. It's got built-in free. Not that it's any use to me. I don't really watch television, to be honest. But it does have a Freeview tuner built in, so it would actually work if you connected it up to an aerial. But we will set it for, see what it's, oops, press the wrong button then I pressed it off. Let's see if we can set it for SCART again. Oh, it's already set to SCART. What I think we'll try up it. I thought this would make a nice test. I've got my Sega Master System here. And this is a modified Sega Master System, so it's got an RGB output on it there, and it's also got your standard composite output there. But we'll try it with RGB anyway and see what see if we can get a decent signal out of this thing. Just plug this into the back of the Master System. There we go. We'll plug the other side. Wherever the input in it is. What I do like about this one is the fact that the inputs are on the side, so they're very easy to get to. We'll plug that in there. And let's see if we get a decent image on it. Can you all see that? Let's find some power for the Master System. Yeah, that should be okay, and I suppose we need a controller plugging in, but I'll plug one in anyway. Right, and let's see. So that's on, let's try switching that on. There we go. Now that looks really nice and sharp, actually. That's really quite crisp. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to be that's definitely looking pretty decent on there anyway. Obviously it's stretched out slightly because that's the only problem. I really like to try and find 4.3 monitors, but they are getting very hard to find now. All the ones that were going a few years, I used to pick the 4.3 ones up for, you know, £4 or £5, perhaps a tenner at the tops, when everyone wanted the widescreen ones. But these things are so cheap now. People, you know, they won't bother with any repair to them. Like I said, the other one, she said all that's wrong with it is the DVD doesn't work, and it was easier and more convenient to just go out and buy a new one. And so this one, she didn't even know whether it worked, but works absolutely perfectly. We've got no damage to the screen at all. It needs a clean, it's filthy, but there's absolutely no damage to the screen. Really nice and sharp. That's going to be really good as a either as a test monitor, or if I get onto selling off any of my Amiga 600s. It's nice to be able to bundle a usable screen with them. So yeah, that's the first one. Let's try the Toshiba one. So the Toshiba one does look a little bit higher quality than the Technica one, but certainly still worth a quid. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is like the extended widescreen. You know, it's really stretched out, but like I said, beggars can't be choosers with these things, especially not at £1. Alright, we need some power. This one actually did come with a power cable, so let's plug this one in. Is that coming on? Yeah, please wait. I don't have any of these. No, they're not touch screens or anything. It seems to have quite a nice display. Let's connect it up to the Master System. And we'll have to see if we can figure out how to switch it on. I can't see any buttons. Ah, they're down this side here, so that's obviously standby there. I'll switch that again. And we'll have to input select. There we go. AV1, I think. No. Let's try that again. Now it was one up, weren't it, the select, yeah, and then did we go, oh no, that's that one. One down again. Alright, 1, 2, that's that, that's that. One of these must be select. So why would you select it? Press that again. Alright, has that gone into... Yeah. There we go. Let's see if we can turn the volume up. That's actually really good. Don't know whether the... It looks quite crisp. I just don't know whether that's quite as good as the Technica one, or it's just the fact it's a little bit darker and you just set the contrast and brightness up on it. But let's reset the... That looks pretty good, that. Like I say, it is really nice and sharp. Really crisp. And the sound works. Wonder why we didn't get sound on the other one. I forgot I'd actually, when I made this cable for the Master System, I forgot I'd actually routed the audio through the Skype connection. So I don't have to just use the standard left and right audio on it there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So I've got two good monitors, and they both cover basically most things that we want them to cover. They've got VGA on them, they've got RGB on them, they've got composite on them. They've both got component on them, believe it or not, and they've got HDMI on them for if, you know, I want to put something a little bit more modern up them. Even if it's just a case of, you know, perhaps like my little netbook here. You know, if I perhaps wanted to connect my netbook like that up to it, because that's got, well, it's got VGA, but it's also got HDMI on it. So, you know, if I wanted to use that with a bigger monitor or anything, absolutely ideal. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. This was just literally just a quick little look what I picked up at the car boot sale this morning kind of video. So hope you enjoyed that. It shows you that, you know, for things like this, displays, bits and bats like that you can still get them for really, really, really cheap if you look out there. So hope you enjoyed this little video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.